Coming back from the break, you guys picked all your rooms in Faerstorm Keep. You did a fair bit of cleaning. You discovered a secret. You had a great meal, and now you're currently all sitting next to the fire.
Nice.
And the night is getting pretty late at this point. About 11 o'clock. So.
Before I go to bed, can I check on my clams?
Oh, your clams with the pearls?
Yeah.
Yeah,
see how
sure.
they're doing.
How are they still alive?
They're chilling in some water. I put in plenty of minerals.
Alrighty then.
So yeah, you check your clams, and it seems like all of them, like the two lids are about a quarter of the way open, and looking inside, you can see that on the inside there's something black and shiny within.
Nice. So can I like take these out? Are they like open or?
I mean, they're like a quarter of the way open. Like the two halves aren't completely tightly shut. They've now kind of relaxed. And
Right. So I can like open the clams now and take out the. Then I'll do that.
Okay.
I'll harvest my clams.
Do you remember how many clams you took?
It's like
Is
4.
4? Okay. Yeah, and as you do, all 4 of them have black pearls on the inside of them.
Nice. I'll pose them in my pocket quietly to myself.
Okay.
He's doing this outside. Can I see if he's fiddling with something? Since we're all around the fire.
I'm just like in this corner, cracking open my clams.
Yeah, roll a perception check.
12.
Yeah, I mean, you'd notice he's like maybe fiddling with something, but don't really pay much mind to it.
All of Moss's lenses just slowly zoom in slightly.
Okay.
The equivalent of squinting.
Staring at my clams.
Staring at my clams.
And yeah, as long as you were being gentle opening the clams, like the process doesn't kill them.
Oh, nice. I guess put them back in the bucket.
But they do have like a lifespan. It's just, being gentle, like the process of opening the shell and pulling out the pearls, doing it gently doesn't kill them.
Yep. So.
Let's go to sleep.
Just cough to yourself.
So. Okay.
With my pearls, I'll go to bed. You give everyone a good night. I'm off to my room though. Go to sleep.
Moss Druid crafts himself a little bed made out of vines and just lays down on the ground within his little area here.
Hardrada goes to his room and sleeps like a baby.
Roll for unconscious.
Roll for unconsciousness. What would that be a roll? What roll would that be?
Constitution. You wanna roll low?
Shit.
Wide awake.
Get you some warm milk, read a bedtime story.
But no, we'll say for that purpose though, like after a while you do drift off to sleep. Everybody else too.
Talia hasn't said they're going to sleep, have they?
Just chilling out by the fire.
I'm going to sleep.
Okay, good.
Yeah, sleep by the fire outside.
No, she's going to her room as fast. She probably was probably one of the first places she cleaned, so.
Okay. And yeah, all of you drift off to sleep. And Adrada, as you drift off to sleep, you're overtaken by a warm feeling. Go to Whispers.
Which one? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh god.
Oh, hey, we got in at the same time. Okay, continuing.
So yeah, as you drift off to sleep, you begin to have dreams, and one of them is a device similar to your own hot air balloon floating through the air. You also see like gears and sprockets like interlocked in like almost like a clockwork sort of vision.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear a almost like mechanical sounding voice, like very similar to Moss's in some ways, and says, it tells you, I am the mother of invention. I take to those who create and tinker and make all the constructs of their mind come to reality. I've taken a notice in you and what you've done lately.
I did not mean to do that. Okay. Can I respond to this at all?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I say I see. I've never heard of you before. Where do you hail from?
And the voice says, my name is Bry. I hail from a dimension all my own.
It's very nice to meet you, I guess. I am Hardrada. I'm assuming you know that, though.
She says, I do.
Might I ask, why are you contacting me?
And the voice suddenly a bit louder, and you get another flash, and you see what looks like a female humanoid with almost like one of the Greek tragedy masks over her face, but
I
it
know what you're
is
talking about.
like white ivory with like outlines of gold, with a gear in the middle of it, and the eyes are whited over. And although you hear the voice coming from it, the mouth doesn't move.
Mm-hmm.
And the voice tells you, I've taken notice of what you've done, and I always tend to put faith in people like you who use their mind and their hands and create constructed things of your own imagination. I look for that kind of talent and people that I wish to help out.
Now that this is all coming to me, I'm like really feel like I should have taken a class or a point into artificer. Continuing. Okay. I say that. Well, what might be your principles? I would love to know.
And it says, or she, I suppose, because it is a somewhat feminine sounding voice. She says, "All I ask is that you believe all knowledge is not completely finished and can be built upon. Build upon whatever knowledge you find.
Well,
I need you to be innovative. Not even building things, but just how you approach life. Think of it in an innovative nature."
Mm-hmm.
And she says, research and reading and knowledge are things that I covet. Alchemy and technological advances.
I see. Why have I never heard of you before? Have I ever asked that?
You more stated it, but you didn't
Okay.
really ask it. She says, well, I was on your plane many, many, many years ago, but I'm a lover of knowledge and understanding, and I couldn't stand for the other gods with their warring and fighting and approaching things in a non-studiful, like study-like way. They're more quick to anger and act irrationally. So I left and created my own dimension.
I see. Might I ask as well? You must know of the plight that we have been going through. Might I ask for your assistance? Like, you don't have to. Like, my point being, you know of our plight, right? Where
He says,
we're
I do.
fighting against the cult. Might I ask for some help? I recently lost my powers, and I'm sure you know that, but it would be great assistance to me if you could restore some of that.
And the whited over eyes just look at you. It's kind of an emotionless face, and she says, "That is why I'm here." And you see, like, in her chest is like a large red gem, and as she says that, the gem begins to glow, and it gets brighter and brighter until you're overtaken by this red color from her gemstone. And it's a flash, and then it's over, but you've been knocked over prone.
I see. Okay then. I guess I get up.
Okay.
I would also like to ask,
And you feel heavier too, by the way.
like 20 pounds heavier or emotionally heavier?
Or no, like maybe not heavier, but more fortified, I guess would be like a good way to put it.
I see.
And you can add the blessing of Bly.
How do you spell that? I know blessing, but not Bly.
Or bright, I mean. It's like bright, but without the T. So BRIGH.
I see. Okay, and that will be a other, I guess?
Yeah, put it on your
Features and traits.
yeah, that section. And it adds +1 to your armor class.
That's actually really good. Because I now have more armor class than Talia. Okay, continuing. I would also like to ask, if we fail, what will happen to the world? You must know something about this.
And she says, if Aeothar is released, the world, did you know, it will end. All life will cease. And it will be like that for thousands of years before the only life that's around are dark abominations, twisted and alien to what your species looks like.
Well, to be fair, I'm pretty alien as well. Could I also ask, sorry about all the questions, but, is there any way to reason with these cultists?
And she says, people like this have thrown away reason and blindly follow at this point.
I see.
I don't believe they can be reasoned with unless there's an extraordinary one among them, which is highly unlikely.
Yeah. If you are so disinclined to the battles of other gods, why are you helping me?
And she says, because the plane you're on believe it or not, does have many seeds for people that I may take interest in. There's a lot of people that think critically and are inventive, and without them, then I don't really have anyone to pray to me.
That is fair. Would you lose your power then?
And she says slowly, over time, I would lose my powers and then be forgotten completely, which is worse than death.
I see. I will try my best then.
And she says, I've bestowed some of my power on you and have accepted you. So go forth and use your newfound powers and think critically, be inventive, do something good. And that's all I require of you. No blood, no sacrifices.
Good. I do not wish to go down that path again.
And she says, always be on the cutting edge. And then the dream kind of swirls about, and suddenly it's black, and then you wake up, and you're laying in your bed, and you're kind of in like almost a cold sweat as you wake up.
Can I attempt something real quick?
Sure.
I am going to use Scorching Ray and shoot it into the air, out of my window.
So just like stick your hand out the window upside down and
Actually,
just like Iron Man blast it straight into the air.
not Scorching Ray. That's one of my wizard spells. I'm going to use
Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast. Yeah, why not?
Okay.
That just gave me the spell card. Just kidding.
Okay, yeah. And as you do it, the familiar pale green beam of crackling energy comes out of your hand straight up into the sky.
Is everything okay? Then, I guess that's that.
She says, I do have one favor of you, though.
Yes?
And says, I know that your adventures take you to many different places, and you do have things you are currently doing, which I will assist you in. But when you can, make a pilgrimage to my old home, my own kingdom, Uthad. It's on your plane. You should be able to find it.
Where is it?
She says, far to the northwest.
Are we on the west right now?
No, you're in the south.
I mean, like, more of like, you know how we're in, not Ethavan,
Vidar.
Vidar,
Yeah, you would be to, like the
is
central
that east or west for your world?
That's west.
Vidar is the west?
Or
Okay.
no. Vidar is south.
Okay.
South, like southeast.
Okay, so... Oh, I see it. Okay, I was just looking at the map.
Yeah. So it's not like in Vidar, it's
No, that's actually fairly far away from Vidar.
Yeah.
And
And she says, this is all that I require of you, is to make a pilgrimage to Uthad. And once you get there, learn what you can from those that I've left behind.
I see. I will do that as soon as possible. Do you want me to build you anything? Do you want me to recreate a kingdom for you? Do you wish to return to this plane?
She says, no, I don't feel I do wish to return. Not
Oh,
yet,
okay.
at least. I don't feel the world is ready but whatever you build, just be innovative, and it will be like you built it for me every time.
Mm-hmm. I guess with that we should return to the. Or do you still have more to say?
No, not if you don't have any more questions.
I do actually have one last question.
Okay, go ahead.
Do you know of Korn?
And she says, I've heard of him. I've never met him, but I've only heard awful things about him. Why do you ask?
He used to possess me. And I was wondering, what is, like, what is he capable of? What if he gets out? What will happen?
She says, well, it would be the same kind of threat level as if Aeothar got out. Perhaps not as potent, but it would spell disaster for your realm.
Mm-hmm. And I'm guessing that he's not as close as Aeothar to be getting out, is he?
And she says, well, that's the trick to these kinds of things. They're always shifting and always changing.
Do you think in the future we could fight Aeothar if worst comes to worst?
And she says, perhaps, if you think innovatively and use your cunning instead of your brawn.
I see.
I think should it come to pass and you're unable to stop it, you stand a fairer chance than anyone else, I would say.
Thank you. And that's all I have question-wise.
Okay. And I'll send you the stuff about Bry and DM when we're done.
Thank you. I'm now definitely going to take a point in Artificer, because that would definitely help.
Nice, yeah. Couldn't hurt. Cool, so do you want to go back to
General? Yeah.
General? Sorry.
Mighty's here.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, did I hear anything with a passive perception of 18 with him next door to me?
And seeing a,
I would say no, because technically what happened wasn't on the material plane.
Got it. That's what we were having a discussion about what was going on.
It wasn't on the material plane.
the Eldritch Blast was.
Okay, well, yeah, that would be. Are you trying to listen to that?
Well, I mean, with a passive perception of 18, I would just hear it.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah, you would for
Moss,
sure hear
Moss
it.
is always aware, and he doesn't sleep, so...
Yeah, so you would, I would say not only would you hear it, but you would probably see, like, some of it a little bit from, wherever you're at.
So Moss would, after getting that ruckus, would walk over to Adrada's quarters, and you just hear a...
Yes?
Is everything all right? I heard some noises. Very loud. Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine. You can come in if you want.
Moss opens the door.
Can I ask if I hear any of this ruckus?
What is your passive perception?
Oh, it's a 10.
No,
Oh,
I would
it's
say
Yeah,
not
yeah.
half an
You're
hour.
sleeping.
I'm sleeping.
Oh, minus
Um,
13.
you're just sleeping like a baby.
Upon Moss entering my
Mine is
room,
17.
I will use.
17, I would say that you hear it too, Talia.
Upon Moss
is it?
entering the room, I will use Burning Hands, but using scope spells to make sure it doesn't hit him.
And what are you aiming for?
Nothing. I'm just trying to make sure. I'm just trying to
Burn
show
your hand.
off.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, like-
So I'm not trying to hit anything. I'm just sort of showing off.
It's solid. It's
Oh.
solid.
And
Like I don't
testing
know.
myself.
It's solid 30 seconds after Moss knocked you here. The fuck are you doing, Hadrada? You're trying to sleep.
You hear a
Do I hear that?
Just a. That's why there's a hole in your roof.
so there's a hole in my roof, yeah.
Just opens the door, like stands in there, like both hands on the frame. It's like staring him dead in the eyes. She's like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
It seems he's back.
I am back, man.
Do I hear that?
Do I hear that with the 13 in past perception?
I mean, I assume Korn wasn't, or Hadrada wasn't trying to be quiet about it, right?
No,
he
I
just
don't.
burned a hole in his fucking roof and
I would say
screamed to the
anyone with
heavens.
A higher passive perception than 10 would get it.
I'm sorry,
so
Tony.
But he's still
Okay, so-
sleeping.
I step out of here and I just shoot an arrow like down there, and I don't want to hit anyone. It's just as a warning. It's like be fucking quiet.
She's
Okay.
just like, shut the fuck up.
And you just see like an arrow kind of ricochet off one of the wooden or the stone walls,
And
leave like a trail of sparks.
upon that, I use I use Misty Step to teleport behind all of them.
Okay. Yeah, and he
Great.
does.
Great,
them
show
both
off.
on, okay.
Nice. Could you just shut the fuck up and go to sleep?
I'm just trying things out. I haven't had my powers
Yeah,
in a while.
Try it out quietly, yeah?
It's sort of hard to do that. Magic's pretty loud. I can
It's
go
true.
back to sleep though.
Not loud enough, apparently.
Yeah, not loud enough to wake up Tony. I shoot Eldritch Blast at Tony. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
Tony's wall.
I'm a boy.
Yeah, so does everyone go back to sleep?
Yes, I'm assuming. So.
Moss would wait for the others to leave.
Sleep.
Okay.
As I am asleep.
You stay asleep. Everyone scatters back. I was like,
Okay.
he's just
Yeah.
kind of like looks at Hadrada for a moment. It's just like, was it the conversation earlier?
What conversation?
Just
Oh,
kind of looks back to the campfire.
yes. I do not believe so. However, I think that may have had something to do with it. I feel invigorated. I feel strong. I feel
Alive?
alive.
Aw.
I feel so alive.
I feel like I have a better armor class.
Moss just nods. I was like, I'm glad you've been found. You seemed rather disparate without, although I haven't quite known you with.
With my powers? Yeah, no, you didn't.
I believe this is the first time I've seen you smile. It is rather pleasant.
Thank you.
Are you Dwarf Hadrada right now, or Tiefling Hadrada?
I'm Tiefling Hardrada.
Just for reference. Okay. Cool. Just checking.
If I look over him, do I notice anything?
As in what?
Like, it just does he look the same other than like his demeanor being different, being happier? Like if I just getting like a read
Like
on him.
physically?
Is it physically, emotionally, just kind of the gist of it?
Yeah,
Honestly.
I mean, I would say he seems renewed in a way. Like a renewed kind of vigor to him.
Does he look different at all? Like physically, does he still look like a fucking demon?
I mean, overall, yeah, but maybe like a little more of the dwarven is like kind of poking out.
It seems the gods work in strange ways.
Indeed they do. I want to go make something now.
What's your passive perception? Or, okay, this time I'll let you roll perception check because maybe, the other two times kind of roused you like a little bit.
He's gonna roll like a 1. Oh, never mind.
14. Yeah, I would say that you hit.
Tony gets up, walks to his window, looks out of it, and Hardrada, you hear in the back of your head, "Shut the fuck up."
Hardrada just turns to the window and puts his hand to his head and say, "Shut the fuck up to you."
I was sleeping. You're
No,
the one
you.
screaming. What the fuck?
Okay, so do I wake up because Adrona just yelled out of the window?
No,
no
I
one's
was
yelling,
using,
they're
I was
messaging
using,
you.
I was using entropic ward. No, not entropic ward.
Message?
I was
Message?
using
No, it's the other
Awakened
version of
Mind.
message. Yeah. Do I know he's responding without using message?
Roll another perception.
roll perception this time. Actually,
No.
not wisdom.
Whoa.
You rolled a wisdom check, not a perception check.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
rolled a
my
wisdom. not a wisdom.
perception's just as good.
Okay, well.
Not fair.
Okay. So no. You think maybe he was like shouting back at you or something?
No, well, he could use message, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I assume that's what I think he's using. I'm just like, you woke me up. I am a break. Go to sleep.
9.
Can I see what's in your room? Like, what are you doing? Why is he? Are you all up? I like look at the stairs. Is Tony still walking up the stairs?
Everyone's walking back. You just see Moss standing in Hadra's doorway.
What are you all doing? And I
I
message
don't-
Moss like, what's going on? Why are you? What?
Moss just. Oh, yeah, he can respond. He's like, it seems Hadrada burned a hole in his roof.
You what? Message back to Hadrada, and then I'd look up at the stairs to Talia and say, he burned a hole in his roof!
Snaps around because she
Message.
didn't notice that. She snaps around to Adrana and yells out, "You did what? I spent the whole fucking day cleaning everything, and you do what?"
Message back to Talia, okay, we are trying to sleep.
How big would you say the hole is?
About that big.
Yeah, I'd say it's roughly the size of this hole.
I mean, in diameter.
That's canon.
Like maybe 5 feet.
Darn. Okay, never mind. I
About
can't use
5
mending
feet.
in it on it.
But you remember there are like some old timbers, and you would just have to mix up some kind of like similar adobe or clay kind of material to patch it up. Some wood beams.
Given that
Oh, yeah,
Ardrada is renewed and feeling vigorous, he's going to spend the rest of the night, trying to fix the hole in his roof.
Moss will help.
With power
doesn't.
tools, and by power tools I mean a hammer.
Yes, with a hammer.
Roll a investigation to see if you find like a saw for the wood and like hammer and nails and
9,
such.
13.
Yeah, okay. I would say that's good enough. You find like an old saw and some hammer, nails.
Moss would
Well,
help
I mean,
him out
I
with
already
the whole
have
process.
Smith's tools, so
Okay.
I would
Oh.
already have the hammer.
Through a mix of his smiths and my tinkering, I think we got enough of everything.
Yeah. Moss just like his hand switches into a saw.
Not quite. He reaches into his pouch and pulls out a set of tools, sir.
That'd be so
Not
funny,
a
though.
complex machine. Not yet. Maybe later.
Sorry, you're like hammering and sawing at this time of
In the
night?
middle of fucking
Tony
night.
stays standing
We're
at the
trying to
window.
be-
just messaging
We're
you,
trying to
like,
be as quiet as
You're-
possible.
genuinely.
I'll use my magics and shit where I can to help with it.
And I'll
Between the
use
two of our mendings, we could probably just fucking patch the hole.
fair.
Yeah. Do
Um,
it like 2 feet at a time.
Just bit by bit, yeah.
Another thing is I could use prestidigitation to make it almost completely silent.
True.
Okay.
But so through the process of us doing this, like probably about like in maybe 30 minutes into the process, also just be like, what are the gods like?
Which one?
Moss kind of thinks for a second. I guess you're new one.
Oh, well, I'm not entirely sure who she is, or even if she's a she. It sounded feminine.
What were they like?
They were very nice to me, much more than Korn was. They told me that they had taken interest due to my innovations and wanted to bestow upon me the power to save this world, to help you guys save this world.
Good to see that you have a nice vision now.
Sorry, taking notes real quick. So Moss will just go. The innovations. You mean the balloon?
And probably the water bridge and the
He wasn't there for the water bridge.
yeah, he wasn't there for the water
Hey, you're not
bridge,
there.
Alex. What?
He's not. They're not there. Yeah,
No, they're not talking in character. They're just sitting. Right.
That's,
No comments from the peanut gallery.
And probably the water bridge and the what's another innovative thing I've done? I know I've done a few, but like
that's up to you. Come on, man. You don't know what the show shit. But Moss kind of cocks his head to the side. Water bridge.
Yes. Basically, I used control water to create a arch so that we could evade a bird, a giant bird.
Evade a bird just sounds so funny. It's like there was this annoying bird and we just like used a lot of magic to get rid of it.
And Moss just kind of like thinks for a moment. Well then, I'm glad you have your abilities again. You seem rather happy with them, more so than before.
Of course, yes.
Oh,
I am.
the arcane lock. I don't think you made it, but it was something that you saw that was of like a mechanical nature and was like, oh yeah, I want that.
Yes. Do I still have that, by the way?
You have it on your character sheet, so I assume so, yeah.
My guy.
Oh yeah, and that's the thing that can lock any door, right?
Yeah.
Um,
And like the only way to open it is like, by a key that you have for it that only you have. It can't be broken or picked or anything like that.
so I can make a magical Durget-proof room.
Yeah,
I was
essentially.
about to say Durgan heard that and like challenge accepted, bitch.
Also, like, arcane locks are what, like 30 DC or something like that?
I believe so.
It's fucking
check.
nuts.
I think it can like almost reach that, which is scary.
Yeah.
Rogues
Tell
are
me about
fun.
it.
If they roll a nat
Balanced.
20, they could.
I rolled
Yeah.
a fucking 2.
No, they need 17.
Wow.
They need a 17 at least, yeah.
That's still pretty good odds. That's like 80
Yeah.
some.
Yeah, so it's pretty good. It's of
85.
a magical and mechanical nature. So yeah, there's been a few things. That
Yeah, like
Korn has
when
done.
when she was saying like the whole innovation thing, I just had like tons of flashbacks to all the things I did, and I was like, I'm a pretty cool person.
Aww.
Do you know what? I am the man.
Yeah.
While you're mending the roof, a very disheveled. If Tony had a dressing gown, he'd be wearing it right now. Still in his helmet.
Like the nightcap and stuff.
Yeah.
Full like grandma's nightgown, but the
Yeah.
fucking Templar helmet
Like,
still
imagine
on.
Scrooge from like the
Yes.
animated Christmas Carol, but like with a helmet.
Holding up the lantern,
Yeah,
squinting
he's
through them.
got like a cup of tea like in his hands with like both his hands wrapped around it.
How do you drink with your helmet on?
And just
Yeah.
pulls it through the eye hole.
Yeah.
His jaw like unhinges. But it's just, as he's like looking out the window, he just messages you while you're working away. Like, how do you even? You're asleep. How do you? There's a hole in your ceiling.
Magic, I reply.
You f- I first of all message to Dorada, you're a dick, you know that? And then I message to Moss, how did he make a hole in his ceiling?
Fire.
Okay, I assumed that. But
Moss just turns
Yeah.
back to Hydrata.
So we'll say that one of you can roll a performance check at advantage to see how well you cover up the hole.
Performance.
What's your charisma? What's your performance? Or you just roll? It's
I
fine.
just rolled.
Yeah.
Add
17.
Roll again,
advantage.
though,
And
because you
then
do have
Good enough,
advantage.
and then performance again. Yeah,
Okay.
definitely the 17.
So yeah, 17. Yeah, I mean, I would say that you patch it up pretty well.
That was better, by the way.
There's like kind of an indented part where you can tell that something's been like patched up, but it is fully patched up.
I think you mean there is an area with added character.
So as we finish up and like just talking back and forth about his god, just be like, well, are they a known god? I've heard the people back in Lake Sula talk of some gods, but as I said, I don't know much. Do they have a name? Do all gods have names?
Well, this one has a name. I'm not sure about all gods. There's of course Fraz, Herbaloo. No, okay.
He's actually a demon king. or
Demon King,
lord.
yeah.
Demon
Okay,
lord.
but
It's just
continue.
such a name.
It's such a name.
Yeah.
I
don't
say
pick
to,
a man.
I just say to Moss, this one's name was Bry.
Not to force it, but does that
No,
shake
yeah,
anything?
I was just gonna say you have like almost like whenever you're on your computer and like it freezes up for a second, and like your cursor is like all the way over on the other side of the screen.
So the whole
like-
conversation, like Moss's eyes are constantly zooming in and adjusting like they always do, and then the second you see Bry, all of them just stop right where they are, and he doesn't move. Does that, like, as far as what I know, does that shake anything loose?
You do see a flash of her visage, and it seems familiar.
Visage is the weirdest way I've heard someone say that. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
Visage.
I'm sorry, but that's just the weirdest way.
That's like this. That's
Visage,
sigil.
sorry. Yeah, visage, visage, visage. Yeah. So yeah, you see her visage.
But does it stir? I have the image of her in my head. But what do they look like?
So it looks like
There's a
almost
picture on the wiki if you want.
a.
I know what she looks like.
It's almost like a porcelain, ivory white tragedy mask, like the Greek tragedy mask,
Mhm.
with gold outlines around the eyes and eyebrows, and like curling up around like the top of the mask-looking face, and completely whited out over eyes, and a mouth that is defined but unmoving.
Question.
And another thing that like sticks out to you is a red gemstone situated in her chest, like arc reactor style, like Iron Man,
Question. Is it Balthazar gold or Imperator gold?
What?
Are you asking if the gold trim is minted? It's not a coin. It's not going to be minted for the region it's from.
I mean, it's like worked shiny gold, so it's not like raw
It
gold.
looks nice. What more do you want?
Okay, I'll show you an image of Balthazar gold compared to Imperial gold, and you tell me which it is.
How much does this really matter to you?
A lot, because I hate one of them.
Oh god.
Okay.
It's gold. It's shiny.
The good one. How about that?
Where is this?
Balthazar Gold sounds like the name of a porn star.
True.
We're
And
putting
again,
this-
Imperium Gold does.
Stop! In the name of Imperium.
Balthazar Gold sounds like a cheesy, like, fucking 70s cop movie character.
So the Warhammer 40k one, that's Balthazar, and then the one
That's
with
like bronze. That's bronze coloring.
Yeah, that's not gold.
Yeah, that's
it's
not
called
gold.
Balthazar Gold though.
That's,
Yeah, that's-
gold.
Right.
That's
but-
like how
That's not
yellow
gold.
green is called yellow green, even though it's definitely just like a green.
Yeah, that's more of a copper. Or
There we
even
go.
a bronze.
I couldn't see the second image at first, so I just wanted to make sure that you guys could see it.
But yeah, I would say it is more of the coin color. It is a shiny, actual gold.
Darn.
So I get the image of this being in my head. Do I know what or why, or I just see this flash?
You get a flash, and in your mind, a certain word just keeps like replaying in your mind. Mother.
Oh my god!
Well,
It did.
Moss is so you say you're going through is like this one's name is Bree, and Moss's eyes freeze and just in your doorway, frozen solid, doesn't move.
Moss, are
So
you
Tony looked out his
okay?
window is like... On messages to Drada, I think you
No.
broke it.
No response.
It's like the old dial-up internet.
All of the eyes go blue. White text scrolls across.
Please restart. So what happened to my laptop earlier? Like I left. I had
So,
just Discord open and it crashed.
Nothing.
Lovely.
Probably overheated. But outside of that, Moss just eyes still unmoving, just turns and walks back to his quarters.
What did you do to it?
I just message back Tony and say I don't know. I follow Moss.
Goes in his room and closes his door.
Rude.
Can I message Moss on the way down and be like, you okay?
No response.
Yeah, no response apparently.
If you follow Moss into his room, you open the door and he is sitting there, eyes exactly the same, completely unmoving.
Okay, out of character, does Moss have some abandonment issues?
You don't fucking know.
Moss is now like...
You don't know. I mean,
Moss
even
hardly
in
understands the concept of mother. You have
Fair
no
enough.
idea what's going through that fucker's head right now.
Moss
Fair
is
enough.
now even in Wally, where they find the plant and is now an emotionless egg.
And Moss
Wow.
goes into his mechanical equivalent of rest and thinks
okay.
and thinks and thinks.
Nice.
Everyone else, are you currently going to sleep?
I
Yeah,
am
tell
sleeping.
everyone.
I'd like to
Okay.
message Adrada as he goes back up the stairs and say, okay, but like, how?
No, I'm
what did
still
you
down
do?
there.
Oh,
I say, I actually have an idea. I say, I think, therefore I am.
Nothing.
Damn. I thought philosophy would maybe kick him back into gear.
Yeah, you have no idea what he's sitting there. You say that, and you are staring at an unmoving mass.
is Talia made up to
It's,
her room yet?
Calculating.
Yeah. She's like probably like just standing outside a bit with Spaz because she's like now she can't like she's
Alright,
gonna
I'm-
tire herself out for
I'll
now.
walk up to you and be like, I think Adrada just broke Moss.
And Spaz
It's like-
takes a big Spaz-sized poop.
Oh,
Looks at you.
great. She like cleans that up and she's like, what? How did he break? What did he do?
Well,
What the fuck did
they
he do?
burnt a hole in his roof. I don't know how. He said fire, and then like they were talking, and then Moss just went all like reset and walked back down the stairs, and I tried to ask him why, and I mean reset as a concept is like a general term.
Fair.
It's not just a
Fair.
computer thing.
Fair.
And like Adrada just said they were just talking, and then he went
You asked me
all
what they were talking about?
big. Well, yeah, but he was like kind of awkward about it.
Where is Sadrada?
Can I detect thoughts on Moss?
What save is it?
Are you unwilling?
Oh, damn right, I'm asleep.
Okay. Let me check.
Right, I was asleep. Was attitude.
Yeah, what? Yeah, I'm just gonna let some probing thing into my brain while I'm sleeping, completely unaware of what's going on.
You can always roll the spell, and it will tell us too.
Yeah.
Do you have an
Just click on it.
intelligence of 3 or lower? No, I don't have
No.
it written in.
Oh, you spanner.
Uh,
I say, hiding my
contesting
spell.
intelligence checks. Or no, a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. 25.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's definitely enough.
You get nothing.
for sure. Yep.
Is it Drought or line of sight again?
What's
Oh,
that?
That's my last spell slot.
You still inside of Drought?
Yeah, I'm still with Moss.
I message back to Tally like, I don't know. He just went in his room and they've been in there a bit.
Should I go check?
I mean, I don't want to get up.
God damn it, you're so fucking lazy. This dog.
Thank you.
Can I
Oh
inspect
no,
Moss?
okay, hey, you did it wrong. You initially learn the surface thoughts of the creature, what is most on its mind in that moment. As an action, you can either shift your attention to another creature's thoughts or attempt to probe deeper into the same creature's. If you probe deeper, the creature must make a wisdom saving throw. So you do still
Okay.
get surface thoughts.
Okay, so I guess what are you thinking on the surface? If you want, you can go to whispers.
No, it's just a constant repeating statement of what am I? Where am I? Who am I? What am I? Where am I? Who am I? And it's just his entire rest is that repeating over and over, and for the full minute, that is all you hear.
Okay then.
And if you attempt to probe deeper, you don't get shit.
Okay then. So, can I look around to see if there's any like back panel to
His back
head?
is to a wall.
Oh, okay.
Definitely sat down and leaned against a wall when I went to sleep.
The old secret shut down panel.
As you like go and start inspecting his body, he speaks up and he goes, "I am fine. I just need rest.
You don't seem
There is
fine.
no need to inspect my mind. Please leave me be."
Okay. I
You guys
guess
go
I
ahead
had
and he
been.
just pulls out like a laser submachine gun.
Yeah.
His eye, and then as you say "okay," before you even leave the room, his eyes just go back to the widened state and back to rest.
As the Drought leaves, what did you do?
I gave him an existential crisis.
Is he
Nope.
good?
Um,
I think Talia, I'm sure you've seen me. The fuck did you do with our robot?
You said he gave him an existential crisis.
How did he do that?
how many spell slots
how
do
did
you
you do
have?
Message is a cantrip.
Oh, okay.
How did you do that?
I mentioned a god.
He said he mentioned a god.
Which
Which
one?
god?
Bry.
Do I know anything about Bry?
Do I
Being a
know anything about Brian?
Paladin.
Roll religion
Sailor.
checks.
That's a nah.
Let me see. I have a 7 already.
What kind of paladin are you, Tony?
Bro, I'm a paladin that's
Yeah.
real dumb.
Ah, fuck.
Oh, 15.
Oh,
That doesn't.
Tony
seem
actually
shit,
got
okay.
better.
No, yeah, I got better at
So,
religion checks.
Me moved by
So-
7. Fuck, dude.
you don't remember much, but what you do remember is that Bry is almost considered like the technological opposite of Bakab, where Bakab deals more in magic. Bry deals much in the same way with technology and advancements and tinkering.
And I relay such information to Talia, as asked.
Hmm. Okay. Maybe that's some. Maybe she's like. Maybe that has something to do with Moss's past. And maybe that's why he went into whatever mode he is in right now.
Question.
Back to Gerardo. Gone.
Yeah.
Answer.
Do I know that, do I know, that in Scottish Gaelic, Bry means, or Irish, that Bry means...
Scottish Gaelic does not exist.
so
Yes,
no.
It does not exist. No,
Yeah,
we don't
no.
know.
But do I know that
So
do I know that it means a sense? Or like substance, essence,
It
gist,
doesn't,
point, drift.
I'm
It
sure
doesn't
that's
mean
not what
that.
it means in
Scottish
that
Gaelic
Okay.
doesn't exist.
Yeah, no, you would just know it as a name. It wouldn't have any other meaning. For
If
you.
you're wondering why I know that,
Because you
I,
just
don't
Google
know.
words it like I did.
partially yes, but it's also because I'm learning Scottish Gaelic.
Nice.
I'm not getting very far because I don't have a teacher, but I do have Duolingo.
Duolingo, sponsor us, please.
Please sponsor us.
So, I messaged my down her daughter, like, why are you taking such a weird interest in religion? You don't seem a caring soul.
Me?
Yeah. Well, no, the other person I'm messaging, yes, you.
I use counterspell to stop him from messaging. No, I'm just kidding.
The source is more than 30 feet away. It doesn't work.
Damn it. But basically, I tell him that it's that I was contacted by Bry.
Oh.
For a job interview.
For a job interview.
And they burnt a hole in your roof?
No, I burn a hole in my roof.
Why?
Cause I wanted to test out burning hands with my what's it called? Sculpt spells.
You see the gears in Tony's head turning.
Tony doesn't have gears, only Moss does.
You see the meat gears in Tony's head turning.
I just see, like, his
That is the
temples
most
start turning.
uncomfortable combination of words I've ever fucking heard. Oh my god.
Meat
See
gears.
the
Oh, that
sweaty
that
meat
sends a
gears
shiver down my spine, bro. That is not okay.
in Tony's head
Oh.
turning.
Body horror.
Ah.
So as the sweaty meat gears in Tony's head turn,
Fuck off.
it's like a moment of, oh shit, what? He says that audibly, and then he messages you like, you got your mojo?
Yeah, I got my mojo back.
My mojo, baby.
It's
Mojo, baby. And then I message him like, whoa. Should I be concerned?
No, this one's not evil this time.
Alright, but you said that about the last one.
No, he didn't tell us anything about the last one.
I messaged Talia like, Andrada's got a new patron, I don't know if I'm happy about it.
Oh,
Like-
well, who is he?
It's like bringing your girlfriend home to meet your parents for the first time.
Are they nice?
I mean, Bryce's pretty nice.
Well then, that's good. I'm glad he has a nice
I
patron
missed
though.
it, Eachother. It is Briar, right?
Yes.
Yeah, fine.
That's
We're
nice.
fine.
I'm
I
glad.
think we're in the clear.
Okay, that's. Tell him I'm glad that he has a nice patron. That's
Talia
fine.
is very glad for you. I'm happy for you, but also don't burn holes in your roof, you moron.
So about the whole Moss thing, he just said he needs rest.
Okay. Let him
But
sleep. I need rest for crying out loud.
Yeah, it's going on like probably 1 o'clock in the morning at this point.
I still can't sleep. Well, I guess just you can go to sleep. I'll do something.
Can it be quiet?
Well, I was planning on smithing something, so I guess that's off the table. So
I live next to the forge, my guy.
When you and your girlfriend talk on the phone for 2 hours before bed.
My boyfriend.
Just go to bed, okay?
No.
I'll be very excited for you in the morning.
Okay, just go to sleep.
Night.
After
Probably just let's get night and goes to sleep.
You
After-
say good night.
No, she yells.
after Hadrada leaves my room, would I be able to like try to focus in, try to think about something, shake, get something else?
Moss is
This
gonna
is-
self-destruct.
This is fucking with Moss. So he'd take however much time he needed before he went to bed to just think and focus and try to remember fucking anything.
Okay. Go to Whispers. Corn
And
as
I'll
well.
I'll go there and I'll take off my headphones.
Yeah.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello.
All right.
Corn. Okay. Better not be listening. Swear to God.
Always just go back and watch the video if they want some spicy shit. But
So yeah, as you're focusing and thinking and trying to remember anything, you see a flash of several figures that look very, very reminiscent of you.
how many do I see?
I believe. 1 second. Gotta find that thing real quick.
I've also been pronouncing it Brig this whole time. Bry makes infinitely more sense.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Brig. That's funny.
This fucking dog is crying right now next to me. It's like just like feeling my insides. That's how I feel right now, man.
Okay. Sorry.
Oh, all good.
Trying to find our old convo. Like you can see.
Here, I could send I can send you my quick notes if you want those.
I think I found something because
Alright.
I did make a Word document
Oh hell yeah.
so for what we were talking about.
I was not expecting this to come up so soon, dude. Holy shit.
Yeah, no, me either. But if you can see by my
Hey man,
Horrible
that just means that's
preparation.
D&D, baby.
so together you see 7 of them,
Including me or 7 and me?
7 plus you.
And they're all just look exactly like me or just similar?
Similar in shape and construction, but whereas you have moss, others don't. Others almost have like glowing runes covering their body. The first one you see is almost like a bright white yellowish color. The other that you see has like purple crystals coming out of the shoulders almost like shoulder pads, and they're like very deep purple crystals. And there's like a deep purple, but bordered by black, sort of like energy crackle coming off of them. The next one that it goes to, they almost seem like they're made of stars and galaxies just kind of swirled together over this 3D mechanical looking body, all of them glowing. And the being itself is almost dark, like the voids of space.
Do any of them have the writing like Moss has across his chest?
They do, yes, all in their own colors, and the other ones, or like all the others, they all read different words though.
Can I read any of them? Like, can I make them out?
I would say roll a perception check real quick.
21.
Okay, so looking over the ones that you did see,
Runes, white and yellow, purple crystals with black energy, and stars and galaxies.
yes. So the one with yellow white, the name reads Machina Deus,
Deuce?
or yeah, Deus,
Spell that for me.
Deus.
Oh, Deus. Yes. Latin's a bitch.
Deus.
Latin's a
that makes
bitch. You're all good.
sense. Machina Deus.
That's if it was French.
The one with the purple crackling crystals, it reads Machina Daemonium.
Uh-huh.
The one made of stars and swirling galaxies, Ultima Machina.
And the one that was covered in runes.
Well, no, that's just from the first one.
Oh, just like they all have general runic stuff on them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like on the chest plate, and then more like designs than like words.
Stop. Shut up. Wrote in the moment. Sorry, I didn't get so I've got those. Are those the only three I can really make out in detail right now? Are the rest of them just like, or can I see the other ones?
You do see one more that you can make out the name of before the others just go by like too quickly. This one, it almost seems invisible, but still visible. You can see right through it, and it's a different color of like a pale blue, almost white, with darker shades of blue that kind of act as like, you know, the shading around the covered plates of its body. And the name on the ruins read Machina Meam.
Meam, spell that one for me.
Meam.
Some Latin homework to do tonight.
Meam, yeah.
Yep. And then 4 other figures that I couldn't quite make out.
3 other.
3 other, that's right, and I'm the 4th.
Yeah.
Alright. So I see these figures, and I see them all walk past their different labels.
Like the backgrounds that you see them in front of are almost like mirror images of like what the runes look like. The first one, it's in like a very bright kind of background behind it with what looks like maybe columns and sort of dilapidated looking like bricked walls. And the second one, it was almost like deep within fire, like a fire plane.
Covered in fire.
The third, it just seemed like it was floating out in front of stars and galaxies, the same that the body looks like that it's made of. And the last one, it was in a plane that looked like a shadowed, overly saturated, like white and black kind of version of where you're currently at.
I'll call it wispy. Backdrop of exactly where I am. Oh fuck. Okay, and so I just see a procession of these essentially mirrors of me in different theming. Walk past. Do I get anything else, or just this image of these other creations?
I would say just the image. It's just a quick flash, despite being able to make out some of them in greater detail than the others.
All right. Yeah, no, some Moss. Yeah, Moss just kind of sits there processing a little bit more before eventually. I mean, I guess he never really stops thinking, but he shuts down his physical state while continually thinking and burning these images into his head, considering what was written across their chests. Would actually before that, pulling out the book that I found earlier, anywhere in that book would I be able to find the different names for the Feywild? Like different names in different languages of what it would be called.
As far as like the names that you saw?
Not the names I saw. The book, in reference to the book about the Feywild.
Uh-huh.
Would I be able to find anything that references the name of the Feywild written in Celestial? Like, would it say, like, this is what the Feywild's called in Celestial, this is what it's called in this language, that language, the other language? Would I be able to find that in this book?
No, I would say not. It's written in common.
Alright, no. So I guess
Translated,
Moss would
like,
just
as
take a
such.
moment, flipping through there, trying to think of something. There's just a lot of processing to do now, and then eventually, after trying to find something in that book and not finding what he wants, to just shut down his physical state and ponder what he saw, and then ponder what he saw earlier of that the flashes of the forest and the flashes of that, and then I guess because he technically still has one more before he fully goes to sleep, would cast just one more plant growth and just try to expedite the growth even more. Like, he started the growth, but if he only casts as an action and not an 8-hour one, it's only within 100 feet, so it wouldn't get the stuff outside, but it would probably hit everything in the courtyard. Would get like a real quick, like a smack of growth.
Okay, cool.
Kind of overnight, like the people would wake up and see a very different outer scape.
Right. Yeah, for sure. Okay.
I'm satisfied with that.
Okay.
Holy shit! Let's hop back up there.
Cool. So back to General.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Hadrada! We're done! I got him.
What do you do?
Screamed at him.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah. So all of you drift off to sleep, and some of you have nice dreams. Some of you have no dreams at all. But
Do I have any dreams?
you're very.
Do I have any dreams?
Do I have any dreams?
I would say no. Most of your night's rest is very uneventful.
Wow.
Besides, Hadrada screaming earlier and setting his room on fire.
And kind of resetting.
I think that
all.
alone makes my night's rest pretty eventful.
And as you all drift to sleep, we'll go ahead and end it there.
Okay.
Nice. Good night,
Alrighty.
everybody.